Okay, happy horship, just a demonstration of how you play the major scale, that diagram that I sent you. And it will be humbling for me because I'm scheduled for hand surgery shortly and have a very difficult time with this myself. So that makes me more sympathetic to your, sympathetic rather than empathetic. So here's what I'm talking about. I'm going to play. Here's the string 6. The notes are E, go to the 1st fret, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E. You'll notice when you get down to where there's 2 dots, I get the same note that I started with, E. F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E. And that's an octave. 12 notes, but called an octave. Just like October is called the 8th month. So we have the sharps and flats in between that's the explanation. So we're gonna go starting, if I want to play a major scale in A, an A major scale, I start with my middle finger on string 6, fret 5. That's an A note. That determines what scale I'm playing. And I'm going to play every note from the little diagram that I sent you. Every note that's on fret 4, I'm going to play with my index finger, my middle finger, fret 5, fret 6, my ring finger, my pinky at fret 7. If I started down here at fret 8, that's a C note. And now I would do the very same pattern, but it would now be fret 10, or with my, fret 8 with my middle finger, and then fret 7 with my index, and fret. I'm looking up my
9.
Fret 9 with my ring finger and pinky at fret 10. So, because I'm thinking in D chords all the time. So, we're going to go just in that pattern. Would sound like this. I'm going to play it slowly for one reason. That's all I can do right now with this hand. So, you can hear the do, re, mi, do, re, mi. And when you play that, you should start with alternating your pick. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And all the way down, down, up, 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 down, up. And then come back to get this note right here, this A flat, this G sharp, and then finish on the A. Finish where you started. Start and finish on whatever note you're starting with. Start and finish with that when you play through this little pattern. For a power chord, so I'm just playing 2 strings there. What I played there was an A chord. Here's an A, and this is a G, and that's an F. And that's what we're going to be taking on, as well as playing the traditional chord styles. Here would be a D. Here's a D down here. There's a D. Here's a D that you learned when you had the class the first time. We're going to play that D like this. And the A is like this. Well, here's the A. You already learned that. G. And back to the A. And then a D. So that's a different approach. And I just want you to get to see what that is and how you build a power chord. right now, all you need to build a power chord is just know the notes on here. That's the first thing you want to do. Memorize these notes: E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A. That sequence is always the same. In other words, an E is always going to be followed by an F. It's always going to be preceded by an E flat. There's no sharps. There's no tricks. There's nothing that I come in and say next week, no, see, that doesn't always hold. I just did that to get you started. No, I did that, and if you had a conversation with Beethoven, first of all, you'd make a lot of money because I would pay to see that. But he would be saying the same stuff. So if you talked about an E note, he would know that an E flat comes right ahead of that. Same as you. So you're on the same page as Beethoven. Can't beat that. So there's D, G, A, etc. We'll get to those that you already learned. Now you're going to learn them a different way with power chords. Plus, you're going to also you still want to know these original chords. They're all equally important. Okay, I'll see you at Zoom.